You ordered something, you haven't heard back from the vendor, and you still haven't received it. Let's talk about it. Peace. What's up? This is your boy Rick Legendary, and this isn't just for cosplayers, but for any consumers. But in the cosplay community, we do go through this a lot, especially when we deal with independent, we'll call them contractors, prop builders, and even some companies that are overseas, China, Afghanistan, on Instagram, because some people don't have Etsy pages that may protect you. eBay as well, they seem to protect the merchants more than they do the buyers. So we're going to go over some of these things because I have personally experienced this, and I refuse to believe that I'm the only one. And I have encountered many people that have gone through this scenario. Scenario number one, you want to purchase a product, okay, and you know, someone puts it for sale. It could be on your Facebook, it could be on Etsy, it could be on Instagram, it could be on Wish, wherever. Most of the time, you know, we don't have as bad as an experience. First things first is you make contact, okay? And some of these companies are reputable, some, okay? And so you make contact with the person and you say, hey, I want to order this custom piece or this, that, and the other. And they answer you just like that quick. Like they were waiting for you specifically to ask a question. So you ask a question, you ask another question, you know, and you think maybe they're busy, you know, whatever. But they took the time to ask the question. So then you say, how can I order this? Well, they give you their PayPal, or you ask for your, you ask for an invoice. Okay. First things first. Red flag, red flag, red flag if they don't have an Etsy page. If they do, look at their reviews. But let's say, you know, you want to take a risk and you like their product and they just tell you, hey, I don't do Etsy because they take a big chunk, so I'm going to give you a break and do this for less money. And let's just rock and roll with PayPal. So you pay them through PayPal, whether you receive an invoice or not. Okay. If they tell you to do a friends and family, don't order it. Do not order it. You will never get a refund through friends and family. Okay. I don't care if they tell you, hey, look, friends and family cost me a little bit, so do that. So I don't, you know, whatever. Just do not do it. Do it as goods merchandise all the time. So this has happened to me, and I don't care what company it is. I've even company that I've been doing business with. Sometimes they get busy, they slack, they they take for granted that you've been a good client of theirs or a collaborator, or have helped them out, promoted them, and they just seem to forget you. Because now new people are coming in and they're blowing up on the spot and everybody knows who they are now, and so they want these new clients and they think they got you because no one's going to do for them what they've done for you in the past. They feel that way, but there's competition and you let them know that. So now they tell you this will be done in 4 to 8 weeks, granted, 4 to 8 weeks, okay? And we'll send you updates, whether it's pictures or whatever it is, because you can get something 3D printed, or you can get fabrics, or you can get a costume, or whatever, props, who knows. And then all of a sudden, how's my project coming along? And you see that they watched they read your message, but they didn't respond, or sometimes they don't respond at all. And this said company, as you're going through your timeline or through your social media, has been sending other people stuff quicker than they are to you. and ordered after you, and you're kind of taking it personally. What do you do with that? Okay. Um, First things first is you only get one chance to file a claim. Number one, do not wait 180 days to do it. You have 180 days to file a claim. So you reach out to them and you politely say, I want to know about my order. I do not want to file a claim. However, I will if I have no choice. If it exceeds the deadline, let's say I placed an order with someone. Let's say they say this is going to take 4 months. It's a very hard project that you've given me to do. Even though sometimes people just want time. I mean, if someone orders something from me, I ship it out in 48 hours. I want to get rid of it. Okay, so if they have 16 weeks, let's just say 4, 8, 12, 16, 4 months, you can build an Iron Man armor in 4 months, but they said 4 months. Okay, if by a certain amount of time you have not seen evidence, I would be a little bit concerned. And if they ghost you, I would be concerned. Wait until you get to where the point of you not seeing anything or too many excuses, and then one more, I am going to follow a claim if you do not within 48 hours. Send me a tracking number. You don't want to see anything in a box because it can be an old picture and they have to send you a tracking number. Okay, that's one way to handle it. Okay, the other way is to file the claim. Now if you file the claim, they have to respond to that claim. You no longer have to communicate with them. You make sure that PayPal communicates with them. So what ends up happening is they have to, one, send you the product, respond with it, and if they do send you the product, okay, fine. Okay, then they get paid, you get your product. However, if they send you the product and it is not what you described, okay, what happens is, of course, you get your refund. Now, don't be a jerk and say it isn't what, and go through this thing and you get a product and it's good, and then, you could lose your reputation like that. I had a guy send me a half of an arm once because he wasn't on time with it. So he was upset that I filed a claim and I ordered a Winter Soldier arm 3D printed. And so he sent me half the arm. Happens. I still won the claim. Okay? So, and I got a refund. What am I going to do with half an arm? Nothing. Threw it out. So that's one of the things that you want to do. Never friends and family. Ever, ever, ever. 2, Etsy. Check out reviews. 3, make sure that you are constantly getting updates on your orders all the time. 4, preferably that you don't deal with people a lot on Instagram or Facebook, because those people, they change accounts and this, that, and the other. But if you do, decide, because I've done pretty good interactions with some people on Instagram, and I vet them out carefully and not have too much of a bad relationship in collaborating with these people. Okay, some of them are fantastic. Some of them are even better than the ones on Etsy. Sometimes you'll find someone on Etsy who's changed their account information 3 or 4 times because their wife, their brother, or whatever opens up an account for them. And of course, you might recognize the way that their merchandise is made. Okay, too many times, often more than not, in the cosplay community, we run into these problems. Unfortunately, safeguard your finances when it comes to this. Keep your feet firm and make sure that you're polite in dealing with them. You can put them on blast. I've seen that happen. And sometimes they get blackballed, but then they come back with another alias and rename their company and this, that, or the other. It happens. Sometimes You might have one good interaction with somebody. I ordered a Daredevil helmet from a guy, sent it to me. Next thing you know, ghost on everyone else, but good to me. Well, what's good for me isn't good for the masses, and we want everyone to be treated great. I mean, these are our hard-earned monies. We're going through a pandemic right now, so we can't afford to just be throwing away money on stuff and not receiving it. Okay, someone might tell you, hey, I'm not able to get supplies, or it's wintertime, but make sure that you give them the allotted time frame. So whenever you purchase something, ask them, how long is this going to take to make, and how long before I start to see um, uh, updates. Okay, and then don't bother them, because the more you bother them, guess what? You're upsetting them, you're pissing them off, and they're not able to do the work to get you your product. Some of these people are really busy and are honest businessmen, women, companies, whatever. So you have to, gauge that in a very cool way. Some of these people are not. And if you run into the ones that are not, file that claim and get a refund, move on, and get your product from someone else that's willing to do the job and get you your product on time, and a good product, so that you can give them a good rating. This has happened to me so many times that I have a small network of people that I collaborate with. Okay? You have 180 days. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. That's 6 months. Most people can finish your job in 4 months or less. So that's an extra 2 months. You don't want to really wait that long, because if they tell you, I'm going to finish this in 3 months, 90 days, and 90 days is exceeded, you don't have to do business with them anymore. You don't have to wait the 180 days. If you waited past the 180 days, you're screwed, my friend. You will not see one single dime, and they will keep your money. I seen a woman who was in my private message, and she showed me the receipts, and the guy kept telling her it's taking longer. He made her wait the excess of 180 days, and she lost over $1,000 on a Wonder Woman armor. Insane. I hate to see that happen to anyone that's putting their hard-earned money and trust into people that are making props and hurting people, hurting the industry, and it's not good. It's not good for you. Later for them, because they got their money. Okay? Hopefully, with this channel that I'm having, this way to reach out to people and talk to people, that this is not about a review, that I'm using this forum today to discuss this. Okay? I have been in these situations, even recently, where I ordered something and, hey dude, it's been like 4 months, where's my stuff? And they're a reputable company. We're talking about,
I found this on the web.
It's Alexa. They're reputable companies. So what do? You try to give them an opportunity. Okay? Things happen. Sometimes orders get mixed up and this, that, and the other. I know a guy that waited a year, because they didn't do his order correctly, and he saw it. He was like, that's not right. He saw pictures, and he waited. But the company is reputable, and they do not want to tarnish their reputation. Outside of that company, when you're dealing directly with people in Instagram, yeah, you might just want to wait the 180 days. That's what I would do. Once again, this is Rick Legendary, okay? And you can find me on Rick Legendary in Instagram, Rick Legendary1, or Rick Legendary on Facebook. Please do not pay on your credit card, use PayPal or anything that's going to protect you. Please do not use friends and family as a method. Always use it as merchandise to safeguard your finances. I hope that this video helps you. I really, really do. I have been through it. Okay? I just received a new Ghost Rider jacket. They were pretty quick with it. I know, right? This is like my fourth one, but I had the help of Anne Foley with it, and she's the designer of the Gabriel Lunar Ghost Rider jacket. And I reached out to her, Anne Foley, I love you. And so I'll be doing a review on that jacket and a comparison. So stay tuned for that. It's a beautiful jacket. I love it. It's not 100% because unless you have something with you, you're never going to be 100%. But she commented and said, "Great, great work." Okay. So with that being said, look forward to that. Look forward to the full Comic Star Lord reveal, and make sure that you safeguard your finances and conduct business correctly. And if you're out there scamming people, please stop. Okay, don't do it. Okay, these are people that are looking to have fun. All right. Once again, this is Rick Legendary. Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, the notification. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And if you've had a situation like that, I'd like to know about it, and I'd like to know who it was with. I started this channel, maybe I think 4 or 5 years ago, talking about Fourth Wall. Long story short, go to my first post. Okay, hit the comments below and let me know what you've been through, if you've been through anything. Peace, a-hoes.